Tac. Pardon. J'oublie de diminuer le son à chaque fois.
Salut à tous, nouvelle vidéo sur le mystère et dans cette vidéo j'ai encore le plaisir de recevoir RJ de la chaîne Trippy Commentaries. Cette vidéo a été enregistrée
Bon screamer,
le 24
arrête,
juin,
arrêtez,
étant donné que
eh, les
j'étais en
gars,
train de
arrêtez, vous
travailler
voyez des
IRL, j'ai
screamers
pas su vous la
partout,
traduire
arrêtez, vous me prenez vraiment pour un bâtard en fait, hein.
avant. Donc voilà, bonne vidéo.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm RJ from Trippy.
Arrêtez parce que je vais mettre les cris du fantôme, je vais rien dire, hein. Je les ai sur le PC, attention, hein.
About the Chiliad mystery and the unsolved mysteries of Grand Theft Auto 5. So there was the recent findings of the crashed UFO and the alien egg in the game code, as well as some other things.
Yeah,
Special shout out
right.
to the Chiliad mystery guru, as well as his buddies, for finding this stuff within the code itself.
They did a great job.
Yeah, they did. So if you look at the crashed UFO, there's smoke coming out of it.
Ça c'est ce qu'on
It
disait sur le
also has
live
an
aussi.
interesting tilt, and it actually lines up to the place that they speculated that the trigger point might be. So I don't know. I think all these different effects that are coming from the crashed UFO, the smoke,
Celle du fantôme.
a lot of detail. A lot of it's showing me that it's not underwater,
Non.
and it's probably not.
Ça, on
in
l'a testé en
skies.
live.
I could be wrong about
Et
that,
c'est
but
aussi.
it seems like these effects are showing that it's probably on the ground. You know, we were talking a little bit about this off screen, Giameni. Don't you think so? That it kind of proves it's not underwater?
Smoke will not come under the water.
C'est logique.
For sure. And the kind of electrical stuff also. So I also guess that it should to be on the ground.
Or
On the ground et pas underground. On the ground.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm with you there. Okay, so we agree on that. And then the next step is, okay, so obviously we haven't seen it yet. It's not on the ground. That would be pretty easy to find. Definitely no smoke coming from anywhere.
Yep.
So do you have any theories or thoughts on what is actually going to trigger this? How the hell can we find it? And
Parce que c'est vrai qu'au début, les gourous avaient juste réussi à forcer la mission, mais pas à trouver le trigger justement pour la
is there
déclencher.
a chance? I mean, maybe it's just being held off. They're kind of preparing us for an upcoming DLC.
I don't know if we will have to trigger it. Really, like some others event that we want to see, like the UFO on Mount Chiliad or some stuff like this. Maybe it's just something that they will add to the game, like the continuing of the story mode, like what's come next. Because as we said more than one time, it should to come something. Yeah, something is missing somewhere. Yeah, something should to come again. We saw also that the damn ship is also with some missile in the file. If they are together, and when we see how the UFO is,
On dirait qu'il s'est pris un ovni dans la gueule. Un missile dans la gueule, ouais, clairement.
destructed. So I don't know if it's gonna be really a trigger point, or if it's just gonna be a cinematic that we have to see. You know what I mean? Maybe I can be wrong, and it will be really great.
Allez, 600 ravitaillements. Ça m'a rendu fou, j'y suis arrivé. Non, moi ça m'a calmé, j'en ai pas fait un.
Really amazing.
Je crois que j'en ai peut-être fait 10.
But I guess it's gonna be a kind of cinematic, and of course it should have a trigger point for the cinematic. When we see what
Ça c'est le gameplay des gourous. Hein.
with the trigger point, we were talking the last time about the Bigfoot and Beast Easter egg. It's kind of crazy trigger. If they do the same or even harder for this one, it's gonna be funny, I guess. But as you said, CHILIADMYSTERY Guru and his team, shout out again to him, they show some trigger point near the military base in Lagos and Kudo. So meaning something is gonna happen there. We don't know what exactly, but something is gonna happen there.
That's the part that doesn't really add up. You know, if it's pointing us there, and there's like multiple trigger points. Again, this is just in the game scripts. There's been other stuff that's been found in the scripts before that never really amounted to anything. One thing that comes into mind is the jetpack from the original versions. But even so, it's pointing us right there. It looks like the UFO, it does kind of fit there. It's just all about what's actually going to trigger it. We do have to point out that
Attention aux arbres à
the
la fin.
actual UFO was added in with.
Tu pourras nous montrer quand TGS arrive à faire la mission. On le voit dans plusieurs vidéos, donc on le verra.
Have a reason
C'est le truc où TGS, quand TGS a réussi la mission, oh putain je l'ai, oh je te jure que je l'ai. Ces trucs, ça m'a tellement fait rire que je l'ai montré plusieurs fois en vidéo. Et il y a même des fois, je suis sûr ça il y en a qui l'ont pas vu, mais il y a que ceux qui restent jusque vraiment la fin des vidéos. Il y a certaines fois où quand je fais une vidéo avec TGS et qu'on reparle de ce moment-là, tout à la fin de la vidéo, après le noir, je repasse ce petit moment.
Bunkers. They gave them to us.
J'ai le
And
tatouage,
the
mais c'est
agent
utile
talked
du coup.
about
Comme il n'y a pas de suite, mais bon,
apocalypse-like
fier quand même. Ben, la
scenarios. We
suite à
talked
Halloween,
about
hein.
possible meteors,
La suite à Halloween, Ryan.
aliens. There's definite reasons
J'ai commencé
to
le
have the
online.
bunkers, but
La sortie des découvertes
nothing's
sur le
ever
20
been
d'octobre qui
mentioned.
va arriver.
It just seems to
Ça me
add
chauffe,
up
je suis
that
bientôt
they
à
have
100.
this crashed
Eh.
UFO in there at the same time
Pour l'event
as
d'Halloween,
the
t'as pas besoin d'avoir fait
bunkers,
les
and
600
you add it in
missions.
with the missile. I remember the missile. It comes out of I believe it's the new tanker.
Mhm.
You know, one of the new vehicles. So they're giving us the artillery, hopefully, to be able to take
C'est vrai
on
que les missiles, en
these
fait, ils venaient,
UFOs. Because as you
on peut les
mentioned to me,
utiliser.
there's
Mais
no
je crois que c'est
reason to
justement
have this stuff.
dans ce véhicule-là,
You
dans
know,
la
what are we going
CP,
to need
il me
a
semble.
tank to go sell drugs or whatever in Los
Il me semble que
Santos? There's no
c'est sur
need for
celui-là qu'on peut
that.
mettre
So they have to
le
be
lance-missile.
preparing us possibly for this event that's going to, of course, wreck the UFO. That's what I'm thinking. Don't you think it has something to do with the
Ça aurait été bien en
bunkers and
vrai, hein,
everything they're preparing us with?
que ce soit le joueur qui
Of course,
détruise
of
l'OVNI.
course. And no
Ça aurait été
matter what
stylé,
they
hein.
are planning to do, no
Ou
matter
qu'on le
if it's
voit
a
au moins,
kind
qu'on
of
voit le missile
alien
partir,
invasion
l'OVNI
or
dans le
something
ciel,
to do with a
enfin
meteor,
ouais, je sais pas,
it's
ça aurait
gonna
été
be an
stylé en vrai, ils auraient
apocalypse.
pu faire même une petite cinématique.
In each way, they are pointing to an apocalypse. And as you said, Agent 40 is the first message that he said to you when he called you. I mean, today I was going in online just to check a bit, and as you know, I got banned, so my character is reset. And today, the first thing that I went in online, and immediately I got a call from Agent 14, and he said to me some stuff about apocalypse and about the bunker to be a protection for apocalypse.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck? I'm just coming in online, and you talk to me about apocalypse.
C'est
and
un bloc ce
stuff.
missile? T'es sûr que
So
sur la
it's-
PC on
they're
peut pas aussi
clearly-
mettre un lance-missile dessus?
Let us know that
Moi il
something
me
is
semble,
gonna
hein.
come.
Dans mes souvenirs, il me semble que
Either
sur le mien
aliens,
j'ai mis un lance-missile.
Zombies,
Il me
or
semble.
the meteorite.
Weasel News. Could an asteroid hit
Ah
Earth
ouais,
next
ah bah oui,
week?
l'astéroïde.
A local woman found love from government spying.
An asteroid hit Earth next week?
Là, le premier truc que le mec il dit, c'est called an asteroid hit Earth next week. C'est est-ce qu'un astéroïde pourrait frapper la Terre la semaine prochaine?
A local woman found love from government spying.
Apocalypse News. Scientists say the asteroid known as QC7 will be dangerously close to Earth next week.
Les scientifiques ont dit que l'astéroïde appelé QC7 sera très proche de la Terre la semaine prochaine.
If a collision occurs, the 1.5-mile wide space rock would
Si une collision se produit, le rocher qui va à plus de 1 million 500 000 miles
cause
km/h
catastrophic damage
pourrait
and
causer
most certainly
des dégâts catastrophiques
wipe out our species.
et complètement wipe out. Comment tu peux traduire wipe out? C'est éradiquer notre espèce.
Space rocks have tried to annihilate mankind before.
Les rochers de l'espace, donc les astéroïdes, ont essayé d'annihiler. Donc c'est de détruire l'humanité avant.
50,000 years ago, an asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs after a man foolishly listened to his woman and ate a piece of forbidden fruit.
Il y a dit 15 millions d'années auparavant, un astéroïde a détruit les dinosaures après qu'un homme ait stupidement écouté sa femme et mangé un fruit interdit.
Scientists warn the asteroid will pass 20 million miles from Earth,
Les scientifiques ont dit que l'astéroïde allait passer à 20 millions de miles de la Terre.
which they say is really, really close.
Ce qui dit que c'est vraiment, vraiment proche. Mais 20 millions de miles, c'est loin quand même. Et le dev qui nous a regardé, ce putain de ciel la nuit. Mais non, mais ça, c'est un dev entre parenthèses. Hein, c'est entre guillemets. Hein, il est aussi dev que moi, je pense. Ça m'a pris un mois de tryhard, environ une trentaine de missions par jour. Ah putain. Ces lignes de dialogue font référence à la météorite, donc il va vraiment y avoir un événement fin du monde. I don't know, mais ils en parlent dans le solo.
Says she is so glad the
Ça,
government
c'est
has
un
been
passage qu'on peut entendre entre les missions dans le solo.
collecting phone records and reading citizens' email and
Quand
text
on écoute
messages.
la radio.
If it hadn't been for that, she might still be single. FIB agent Kenny Bryan contacted her out of the blue after reading her private email and postings on Life Invader.
C'est pour ça que je l'ai mis entre guillemets, ouais.
Officials
T'aurais pu
point to
encore en
this
mettre
kind
plus de
of
guillemets.
heartwarming stories in defense of the much-publicized surveillance program.
This was
You could kind of imagine, we get the warning, so we have to go to our bunkers. That's when the meteorite's hitting. They tell us the meteorite's on the way to Earth. It hits, and either, I guess at that point, maybe somehow it causes the UFO crash,
Ça aurait pu être terrible, ça.
which
Hein.
would be right there at Fort Zancudo, as predicted by the data miners. So it spawns the crashed UFO, and then that's where the alien egg
Ça aurait été
comes into
terrible en
play.
vrai. Hein.
It would come from the UFO,
Yeah.
and if we mess with the alien egg or Omega, because I think Omega is going to come into play at some point. The fact that he says, "I'll see you on the other side," it just reminds me a lot of the diamond mystery from Grand Theft Auto 4. How the game begins with the diamonds. It never tells us what's going on with the diamonds, but the final DLC ends out the diamonds, and that's pretty much what they're doing with Omega. They give us Omega. They never actually tell us what's going on with him. Why does he say, "I'll see you on the other side, brother"? He's going to come back along with the aliens, and my only guess is that he's going to have something to do with this alien egg, because if they're saying that the alien egg is possibly going to be used, I don't know how the hell, where's that going to come into play? What are we supposed to do with it? And, yeah, sounds like you think it's not something that can be collected anyways.
Yeah, is that what we? I have to say that we are talking since now 2.5 hours, and I am just recording since 15 minutes. So it's my fault.
Yeah.
You people miss a lot, really a lot of.
Ouais, quand je parle avec
and a lot
Trippy,
of
il y a toujours
creepy
masse
dialogue. Yeah,
masse
my
d'infos
bad.
qui volaient dans tous les sens.
But we
No
was,
worries.
but we was already talking a bit about that
En vrai, je crois que ce qui s'est
before.
passé pour cet enregistrement-là, c'est juste on était en train de parler en fait, et il y a un moment, je lui ai dit, tu sais quoi, attends, je vais enregistrer et on va faire une vidéo. Juste ce que je comprends pas, c'est pourquoi tous ces objets mystérieux, affalés de météorites, se trouvent à Perico maintenant. Bah, juste pour faire une référence. Ouais, voilà, c'est des références au mystère.
And we was even saying that they're kind of planning everything since a while.
Mm.
They're preparing us for a kind of Omega character since
San Andreas
a
déjà,
while ago, with the truth in San Andreas, then with that
avec le
dude
clochard
in
dans Bully, ouais,
Bully,
le SDF.
I don't remember his
That guy.
name. And that guy even got abducted
Mhm.
by a UFO.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that has really nothing to do with Bully's story. They kind of add some sci-fi
Je
stuff.
l'ai
in
montré dans la
it
vidéo sur les
because,
ovnis, ça.
yeah, the Bully story is like
C'est juste un
the
complot.
story of a kind of bad guy in a school. You have nothing to do with aliens or
Mhm.
sci-fi or.
Illuminated
there.
confirmed.
Little taste. Seems like Rockstar likes to connect these games, especially the Rockstar games themselves.
En vrai, vous gênez pas quand
I
vous
mean,
mettez
clearly
des
we
emotes,
have John Marston
spammez-les
in
par 6 ou 7, comme ça elles
GTA V.
apparaissent bien à l'écran.
We have what's his name, Hopkins. He's
Comme
in
Opi l'a fait,
GTA
là.
5 as the Bigfoot.
Yeah, you also have the hunter, as you mentioned, is in one of our last video. The hunter
The
from
hunter.
Red Dead Redemption is there also.
So they bring it all together. That's why I'm really looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2. You know there's going to be some crazy cameos in that game. Probably some characters returning somehow from GTA 5. I don't know how they're going to pull that off. Maybe that's why they're putting in all the time travel Easter eggs in. They're kind of setting us up. They're like, all right, guys, we're telling you about time travel. So these guys can come back into Red Dead Redemption 2.
But
And Omega.
they will have to make comeback some people.
Ah putain, là,
As we
c'est
said
pas
with
7 ou 8,
Omega,
là, c'est
something is
80.
missing. Even if, as we said also the last time, Robin had a discussion with the
Ouais,
voice
là, c'est
actor,
un complot, c'est sûr.
Mm-hmm.
and he said he didn't record some sentence. He said he was not under an NDA, but I don't know. I still guess that those people have to be under an NDA. They are not allowed to talk. Is that what we said also earlier? Is that why maybe Ned Luke don't help us more with Clue or some stuff? Because as we
Yeah.
said, Ned Luke, he knows something for sure. Because
Il troll surtout.
as you point, Ned Luke, like Franklin, like Trevor, if something is that they record the scene, even if they didn't talk, they record everything, so they know something.
Ouais, mais vu
Yeah,
que les
we were
DLC
talking
n'ont
about
pas, vu que
that.
les DLC
Even
n'ont
if
pas
they
été.
didn't record
Il y a
any
que Franklin en
dialogue,
fait, il y a que
they
Sean
probably had to do some
Fonteno
sort of
qui
motion
a.
capture,
Il y a
especially-
que Sean Fonteno qui a reposté des images par la suite en disant qu'il avait refait de la motion capture, qu'il avait été rappelé par Rockstar pour refaire de la motion capture. Mais Michael l'a jamais, Ned Luke l'a jamais fait en vrai, donc.
If they're flying in a freaking jetpack. I do have a kind of a theory on why maybe the Omega actor wouldn't know. I'm thinking maybe there's a chance that
Vous êtes en
Omega's
train de faire
in the
des tests
game,
là,
we
du
just
coup,
don't
avec les
know it,
emotes.
and that is because he is time traveled, and perhaps he's even back in his younger state. So if you see anybody that looks like a younger version of Omega, definitely let us know. I do think Ned, Luke, and all those guys, possibly the voice actor for Omega, they would know something just based upon all of the things they had to do, despite, even without voice acting, just motion capturing, even knowing the storylines, I'm sure they're given a script and all that. That's why these guys know. Could be the case that he's in the game right now. I haven't seen anybody that quite looks like him, so I don't think so. I'm guessing he's probably going to return with this alien egg somehow in this crashed UFO. But that's just a theory. You got to admit, though, with this wrecked UFO, man, and I know we're just associating with an Omega. It's just, you can't help it, right, with the spaceship parts. And, of course, he told us the story about how he was abducted. He escaped from the UFO and it crashed. So that is why we cannot help but link Omega to this. But I just have a feeling that he's somehow associated, especially because of what he's told us before.
He's linked with Alien. That's for sure. He's associated with Alien. Omega is for sure have something to do with Alien.
Don't you think, though, with the amount of detail that's went into this UFO, it just has to be used. There's too much detail. I feel like some of this other stuff, maybe it is a little bit lacking, so you can be like, okay, maybe they weren't going to use it because it's clearly not finished. But with this new UFO, there's sparks coming out of it, the smoke.
Even the other one, I was sure they're going to use it. The normal ship. Why they will have a UFO inside a code file if they don't have any...
Asphalt?
Yeah, if they don't have the mind to use it. They wouldn't do that. It's useless work.
I thought that as well, Giameni.
Since they had that UFO, I always think they have to use it one moment or another, even if it's just maybe for adversary mode. But they have to use it. But here with the last
C'est vrai que celui-là, ils l'ont réutilisé qu'après, au moment des Macbeth. Hein.
Because you have the normal ship, you have, and
That's
in
right.
the new files now you have the missile and you have the damaged ship. Meaning you will have to see the normal one and then you will have to see it damaged. You have to see that.
It could be associated because if we're gonna blow this thing up, we're gonna need some high-powered weapons. So it could be associated with the bunkers and the researchers.
Yeah.
I know there's some people speculating that it could be leading us towards the research. We have to get platinum status. So if that's the case, then it would be online. I know that's one thing that Guru has been doing, is trying to get his character up to platinum status, which would cost a lot of money if you want to do it faster, a lot of real world money.
Yeah.
Could be what it takes to actually see this thing.
De ouf.
Nobody have done that yet.
Comme tu dis qu'on pollue un chat. Ouais,
Oui,
c'est clair qu'en mettant les emotes comme tu faisais un peu n'importe comment, oui.
As far as another trigger point,
Ah non, c'est pas mettre des emotes dans un chat.
En vrai, I think it might have something to do with the 4th of July.
Les emotes sont là pour ça
On
maintenant.
the 4th of July, or we might have already tried it. Hopefully, we came across something big, but I'm thinking it could be a certain day that they're triggering on. For those of you guys who aren't aware.
Maintenant, si vous voulez, il reste. On arrive au bout de la vidéo. Maintenant, si vous voulez, quand la vidéo elle se termine, je mets le chat en emote seulement pendant 10 minutes. Hein.
So it would make perfect sense to do it then if Rockstar wants to make a movie reference. Thanks again for having me, Giameni. I'm really looking forward to our next conversation. I'll catch you guys next time. Stay motherfucking trippy, my friends.
Stay motherfucking trippy, my friends.